Season 5 of Young Sheldon features George and Brenda's interactions, which lay the stage for his divorce. Even if George doesn't formally begin an affair with Brenda just yet, although George, Lance Barber, and Brenda, Melissa Peterman, did not formally begin their affair in The Big Bang Theory, their encounters could potentially result in his divorce in Young Sheldon. The Big Bang Theory faithful have known since what seems like the Season 4 finale that Sheldon's dad will cheat on his mom. As the affair progressed in Season 5, George and Brenda spent time drinking together at a bar. To everyone's surprise, Brenda that they go to her house and be alone. But it was because of this that George's health became an emergency, and he was taken to the hospital immediately. Their chat sets the stage for the Coopers' marriage to crumble, but no one else knows what transpired that night save George and Brenda. George confessed his discontent with life to Mary on their way home from the hospital in Young Sheldon, but instead of talking about it, he chose to dismiss his emotions by saying they should just forget about that night. Even if it may have been nothing more than George flirting with Brenda in an inappropriate way, it may be the beginning of his adultery. After George and Mary got into a huge argument in the Season 4 finale, it laid the stage for his affair with Brenda, who was younger than Sheldon. Because of the altercation, he ended up with Brenda, and their near tryst was cut short when his health emergency occurred. It was revealed in episode 19 of Season 5 of Young Sheldon that George does in fact have a secret. So, it's probable that they're making out behind closed doors, and Sheldon will find out about it later. The only thing that will happen if George doesn't tell his wife how he really feels is that he'll end up harboring anger towards his current predicament. He had touched on these emotions briefly in a previous episode of Young Sheldon from Season 4 before his confession. Given this, it's reasonable to assume that he has been dealing with this issue for a considerable amount of time. His family was the last thing he wanted to discuss. This spin-off episode flatly contradicts the adult Sheldon's, Jim Parsons, storyline from The Big Bang Theory, which states that his dad was terrible. What if his reluctance to speak openly about this problem causes him to slowly deteriorate? The characterization differences between Young Sheldon and the original series may be explained by this.